abortion bans. We cannot afford to have any more restrictions on access to abortion in Florida or in any state in the United States. The people who are writing the laws are living, apparently, in a post-truth world. They don't care about the truth. But let me share some actual truths anyway. People with unintended pregnancies are going to have abortions whether they're safe and legal or not. And there will always be a medical need for abortion with some people. Creating legislation that suggests otherwise does not change the truth. I'm Amy Weintraub. I'm here today with Progress Florida. Along with the League of Women Voters of the St. Petersburg area. Yes, and our sisters from the Pinellas National Organization of Women have organized this event as an opportunity for the citizens of St. Pete to rise up and to take our power back. 7 out of 10 Americans, let me repeat that, 7 out of 10 Americans believe that Roe v. Wade should be the law of the land. These legislators in other states, and some here in Florida, believe otherwise. They have their head in the sand regarding the reality of women's lives and women's health and the will of the people. We've seen that over and over again, not just about reproductive health care, but about other issues like access to voting, like local sovereignty to make decisions about what's best for your own city. They don't care about that, and they don't care about women having the right to form their own agenda as to their life's plan and to make their own healthcare decisions. Pregnancy is not punishment. Abortion is not punishment. Abortion is health care, and it's health care that's accessed by 1 in 4 American women during their childbearing years. It is a responsible option that exists in every developed healthcare system. It's time to stop politicians from imposing their personal beliefs and anti-abortion views on the rest of us. It's time that we move forward on women's rights, including the ERA, and this will also include access to abortion. Let's take our power back. You guys tweet pics of yourself today. Post them on Twitter, post them on Facebook, and tag your legislators and your elected officials. And let them know that you're one of the 7 in 10 Americans who believe that abortion must stay safe and legal. They might want us to be handmaidens, but we're not yet. We are warriors. We are warriors. Let them hear us roar. And now I'd like to introduce, we have a great group of people here to talk to you today. I think you're going to love every single one of them. And first up, from Planned Parenthood of Southwest and Central Florida, their president and CEO, Stephanie Frame.
Let's make sure everybody knows we're here. Join me. Stop the bans.
Stop the bans! Stop the bans! Stop the bans! Stop the bans!
Thank you so much for being here today.
I'm tired of having to stand in the sun and sweat and rally for what is a human right.
My health care is my right. My body is my choice. And we have to fight for that every day. Some of us have been fighting for it for a very long time. Thank you for that. We love you too. And let's be clear, this is not just a fight about the right to access safe and medical abortion care. This is a fight about our bodily autonomy, our sense of being our own person and making our own medical decisions. We want these politicians out of our exam rooms. If you're a physician, you don't need them in there helping you. What I want as a patient is a conversation with my physician, my faith, and my family to make some of the most important decisions of my life. And let me assure you that while we are under the most amazing assault every day, and they turned out today at our health centers because you are turning out today, our opponents are working to make our lives as miserable as possible. But we will not go back. Our doors will stay open no matter what. I can assure you we will be providing this health care for as long as it's legal. As long as you're here, it will be legal. So thank you so much for showing up today. Thank you for all the ways you show up for Planned Parenthood. I want you to do two things for me today. If you've got your phones, text "No Bans" to 22422. No bans to 22422, and you will sign an open letter to our politicians asking them to make Roe the law of the land, to codify it into our law, not just as a Supreme Court decision. So text that today. And the second thing you have to do, and I just want to echo what Amy says, and that is call your legislators. I would have asked you to call your senators, but this morning they shut down the Senate line into that Senate. Yeah, that's how powerful you are. You caused them to shut down their line. So call their local office and tell Mark Rubio, tell Rick Scott that you want them to pass a law that protects our health care and not to get in our way and to get out of our exam rooms. Do that today. Text and call. We have to make our voice as loud as it's ever been in this century. So thank you for turning out today. Thank you to Progress Florida for making this happen. And fight on!
Thank you, Stephanie. All right. Next up, from Orlando, we have the president of the Florida National Organization for Women. Please welcome Kim Porteous.
Hello. Thank you all for being here. What an exciting time. We are under attack like we have not been in my Gen X lifetime. And thank you for taking a stand. We're under attack because they know the power is on our side. The people are on our side. Amy mentioned 7 out of 10 people support support abortion rights. Even more than that, support equality for women. And that is why these legislators across the nation, primarily white men, Republicans, are attacking women. They're attacking women and calling it a moral victory. If they cared about women, if they were moral, they would be giving health care to all of us. If they cared about women, they would be making sure rape kits were tested. If they cared about women, they would be using their time to make sure that our hospitals and our providers were prepared to complete rape kits. If they cared about women, they would support the ERA and provide constitutional protection for all of us. If they cared about women, they would be focused on the equal pay and stopping violence against women. So make no mistake, they do not have any moral authority. How dare them? Wear yourself proud and loud. Make sure that they know we're not going to the corner. We are not going back.
No way!
But we have to stand united right now, like it's 1960 again. We have to get on our feet and we have to organize. I am the proud new president of the Florida National Organization of Women. My sisters and folks have been at this battle for decades. We need you to join us.
We're here.
Go online and join Florida Now. It's floridanow.org. We are the largest state. We have more chapters than anyone else in the nation. And I ask you to join us. We are growing and we are taking a stand. We will not be quiet and we will win.
Thank you, Kim. You know, I've been so thrilled to see the faith community rise up on social media. I've seen minister, rabbi after rabbi, mom after mom, people of faith being willing to say that you can be Christian and support abortion rights, that you can be pious in any religion and support abortion rights. And here today to speak to that from the Florida Interfaith Coalition for Reproductive Health and Justice, as well as Allendale United Methodist Church, where he is the minister. Please welcome Andy Alma.
You know, I stand here representing clergy from all over the country who believe in the right of each person. And it's not just women, it's trans men, it's non-binary folk, to make reproductive health care decisions for themselves without shame or stigma. But I want to speak especially about how this immoral desire to control their bodies is grounded in white supremacy. I want you to hear again what our state senator from Ocala, Dennis Grassley, had to say on Sunday about the need to control women's and trans people's bodies. You see, he was fearful that when white women don't produce enough white babies to replace them and their partner, that white society is disappearing. He said, and quote, "It is being replaced by folks that immigrate who don't want to assimilate into white culture, and they believe in having children. So you see," he says, "that there are long-range impacts to your white society when the answer is to exterminate." Now let me be clear. This white nationalist, racist, anti-woman desire to control white folks with a uterus, they will not replace us echozos in our history who have worn hoods, who have carried torches, even those in Germany who have created state laws to preserve a master Aryan race. Dennis Grassley, who espouses that it's his duty to control white uteruses to protect us from immigrant breeders. State Senator Grassley does not represent the people of Florida. Senator Grassley must resign. As gross as his words are, in a way I'm thankful for them because they remind us here today that our Republicans in our legislature are coming after women and coming after immigrants. They're coming after people of color, trans folk, and all people on the margins. And now more than ever, it is time for us to join together to stop the bans. Let me hear you. Stop the bans! Stop the bans! Stop the bans!
Stop the bans! Stop the bans! Stop the bans! Stop the bans!
Thank you, Reverend Oliver. You guys, lest you think that all of our elected officials are voting the wrong way or don't care, I just want to make sure that you know that we have some awesome representation both in Tallahassee and in Washington, D.C., including our Congressman Charlie Crist. Congressman Crist could not be here today, but I want to introduce, and she's waving over here to my left, Kendrick Lewis, who is Congressman Crist's Operations and Outreach Director, is here. Can you wave again? If you have any questions for the Congressman, please see Kendrick afterwards, and she's happy to talk with you. And also, our elected officials from South Pinellas, they are fantastic, and they try so hard to defeat any of the abortion bills that are presented by the conservatives in Tallahassee. And one of our champions, our great champions, is my representative and my friend, who I'm going to introduce you next, Representative Jennifer Webb.
Thank you, Planned Parenthood, Progress Florida, League of Women Voters, Pinellas Now, for organizing St. Petersburg's own National Day of Action, Stop the Bans. Thank you for all being here this afternoon and for all of the amazing speakers here today with whom I get to share this podium, and for Representative Ben Diamond for coming out here today to support all of our families. And we know why we're here. The integrity of our Constitution and our autonomy over our own bodies is under attack. And the truth is, for those of us who have been paying attention, this is not a new battle. Each year in state legislatures across the U.S., women like you and I put up fierce battles to keep women's reproductive health care safe and legal. And we do this because we know that while my Republican colleagues in Tallahassee like to tout the virtues of liberty and autonomy and keeping government off of our property, far from our businesses and out of our lives, when it comes to the women's ability to access abortions and health care, they quickly clamp down. And they show that they are not willing to afford women and their families the same rights that they claim to fight to protect for everyone else. Rights for business owners and homeowners and the like. We matter, and our rights matter. And we also show up to this battle because we know that Roe v. Wade is about health care, and it's about saving lives. And these bans are an attack on women, low-income families, and communities of color, because banning abortion doesn't stop them from happening. It simply puts our communities at risk. And so today, I call on you to keep up this fierce battle, to fight for women and their families' rights, to make their own decisions about their reproductive care, and stop the bans. Stop the bans! 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 Stop the bans!
All right, you guys, thank you so much. We have next up, you know, one of the things that I love most about living in St. Petersburg, Florida, is my main extracurricular activity, and that is being part of the League of Women Voters of the St. Pete area. I am thrilled to introduce my good friend and our local league president, Dr. Lindsay Grove.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you so much for organizing this incredible event. It makes me feel so good and so proud to be a citizen of St. Pete, seeing all of you here standing up for what's right. The League of Women Voters, as you know, has been around for 100 years. We fought for the right for women to vote because we believe in autonomy, and that includes bodily autonomy. And this is also a public health issue. As a local public health practitioner, this terrifies me. Not only will we see women and people with uteruses be put at risk, we'll also see health disparities increase, as well as all the inequities that we fight for outside of reproductive justice. So I'm proud to say that the League of Women Voters stands against these bans and stands for the right for women to make choices for their reproductive health. So stand with me and say, stop the bans!
Stop the bans! Stop the bans! Stop the bans! Stop the bans! Stop the bans! Stop the bans!
You guys know that there is one organization across the United States that does more to prevent unintended pregnancy than any other, and that is Planned Parenthood. One more speaker we have today from Planned Parenthood is their brand new outreach director, Ashley McGuire.
Thank you all so much for being here today. So, we all know, we are in the fight of our lives for our patients' lives, and at Planned Parenthood, we're gonna fight like hell to make sure that abortion care remains safe and legal. I'm not gonna repeat all the statistics that you've already heard today, but we do know, don't let this be the only action you take. We need you to sign up. Linnea's over here at the table to the left. Fill out one of these supporter cards. Get involved with Planned Parenthood of Southwest Central Florida. We're all over the place. I'm here. I'm going to make sure we're taking action all the time, and we need you to show up and volunteer.
All right.
I do want to say one thing. Florida was the only red state to not pass an abortion ban during this legislative session. And that is because you all showed up. You all showed up in Tallahassee, and we expect you to keep showing up for abortion rights. Thank you all so much for being here today. Please, again, come see me over here. Me and Linnea are going to be at this table. Come sign up, get involved. We need your support. Thank you so much.
All right. I wanted to ask if there's anyone here who is a Spanish speaker and is willing to speak to Spanish TV, if you would see me right after this, because we have a Spanish television station here ready to talk to you. So we need that. Yes, and thank you for being here. After this event, after that we stop speaking, we're going to line up all along First Avenue North. So, and that, you know, if you could, this event is scheduled to last until 1 o'clock. So I'm counting on you to be here and for us to have presence for the entire hour. So you can go to the next block, you can go across the street, but let's show every passerby and the media that we are here in force and we are going to take our power back. When abortion rights are under attack, what do? Stand up, fight back. When healthcare is under attack, What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When family planning is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When Planned Parenthood is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When women's rights are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When abortion access is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When women's bodies are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When trans and non-binary are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When teen access is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When abortion providers are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When Title X clinics are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When the ERA is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When abortion rights are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
Thank you all so much for being here. Please visit FloridaReproFreedom.com. FloridaReproFreedom.com. It's the coalition website for Planned Parenthood for Progress Florida, for the League, and for all 50 organizations. Visit us. Join the movement. Thank you again for being here. For Spanish speakers. Spanish speakers. It's our chance to reach out to the Latinx community. Spanish speakers.
Hey, Judy Galeazzi. No, I made my own. The other Judy. Yeah, where'd she go? Great time. No.